Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. And Friday, or like I say many times, my kids used to call it free day because they were going free out of school. Okay, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here on Friday morning. Today, like every Friday, we are going to be a social media morning. I'm going to be mostly any questions that you have about the app and the social media, but before I have to share a few things. But well, anyway, before we started, anything you want to share from yesterday, this morning, last night, 3 weeks ago, doesn't matter. Any thoughts that you had? And by the way, I think Caroline, you had a meeting last night in Palm Springs, correct?
Correct. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. I wanted to share a little bit about that. It doesn't matter. Well, we were coming back down from Santa Barbara down to Palm Springs area. Well, it was 116 degrees. It was very hot, but we did it. Adrian, I don't know where she is, but it was a challenge, but we did it. So the house we were supposed to go to, we were supposed to have, I think, 12 people. Um, Six of them showed up, and that was amazing. But out of those six, three enrolled, and it just tells you it doesn't matter what happens. You just go with it, go with the flow. Adrian was getting ready, doing her thing, and I thought, you know what, I can't wait for her. So I got the whole room organized with my the friend, she's from Seychelles Islands, and so uh, we got her house all set up, and because Adrian was on another call. So you don't wait for your mentor to help you out. You just go and do it. And then of course she was ready. She got ready and she got going. And I have to say, we had a lot of fun. And I was talking with my other friend John on our way down from now we're in Carlsbad. So our road trip has ended. So I have to sit Adrian on the airplane. But we had so much fun, and it just shows that you don't give up. And so what happened was I told John, we were explaining that to John, and he said, "Hey girls, think about it. Three a day for times 365. Can you imagine how many partners you would have on YouTube?" And we told him, we said, "Well, we're Thelma and Louise, but we have to have a one break from each other for a day or two. But you know what? But the thing is, we were just saying we can't live without each other. But I have to give her up for the other teams. So anyway, but she's been a great mentor, and George, you've been great. So, but I'll be she's going to the airport tonight. But guess what? I get to be in Texas on Monday, so she can't get rid of me that easy.
The party continue.
She's on over there on the bed somewhere.
Hello.
Anyway, sorry, but it's at least it's 70 degrees here instead of 116.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Anyway, that's about all we have to say. It was a lot of fun. This whole road trip was fun. And I really did. I think we did three a day. I got enrolled three people a day. So now the beginning starts now, though. You can enroll people, right? Follow up. Oh my God. 2 o'clock in the morning, we're on the notepads going, oh, and realize how much work I have ahead of me now. The easy part was enroll, and now the hard part is building the foundation. So anyway, that's my few cents worth.
Yeah, Caroline and Adrian, and of course, Caroline team is on the roll right
Hey,
now.
Caroline.
That's perfect. Anybody else wants to share? Okay, perfect. By the way, yeah, we have going back to the meetings, we have a great opportunity meeting on Tuesday night at corporate. We have 20 something people. I don't remember exactly the number. It was really good. We have to use it more to make sure because it's amazing the synergy that happened there. The other thing, we had to use the Zooms that we have every day. There's somebody doing a Zoom opportunity Zoom, not only the Monday night or last night. Last night we have our Zoom also. Make sure you are using those opportunities and because it's so important to be in contact with people. The best way is face to face. But if somebody doesn't live next to you, obviously you are going to go on a Zoom. That's the second best thing that we didn't have a few years ago. We had to remember sometimes we take things for granted, but just a few years ago we didn't have a Zoom. We were doing GoToWebinars and they were a pain in the butt. And then before GoToWebinars, webinars didn't, nothing like that existed. We were doing conference calls. etc. But anyway, anybody wants to share before we go? We go. We are not going anywhere. I mean, before we start. Okay.
I was at a longevity expo yesterday and I gave out 2 bottles of Kinetic, and I have conversations with people, and I have 12 people to follow up with.
Good for you,
Oh,
Jenny.
perfect.
Good.
Yeah, let's keep that's great, Janet. Keep filling those funnels because the more people we have for follow-up, the more people we are going to have. And like Caroline was saying, we are to make sure that we are doing those 3 contexts a day. And by the way, we can have fun. You can see that in the background. They are having fun. Caroline and too. This is not boring business. Okay, we are. And we are not in the morning board of directors of accountants. And by the way, I hope nobody's an accountant. Kim Wee was an accountant. Boring mornings in the morning talking about numbers, etc. Kenyon, you're raising your hands, I think. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My daughter
Hi.
has been on fire.
Hello, George's deal now.
And she is doing 30 reach outs on social media every single day.
Wow.
And she's making her team do it. She is the #1 in the company for Kenzie Jones for having the app. And this is kind of a segue of what you're going to be going into, I think. And we did a call last night. This young lady's going to be joining, I'm pretty sure. She's 19. My daughter's getting ready to open up her own with a partner. They're going to start their own injection company, skincare, whatever they do. But she's going to be pushing the 3 products through it. Because if you're going in and getting your lip fillers and all that other stuff, you still have to go in and do other things to keep your skin going. And people do that. And so she's talked to a lawyer this week, and the lawyer give her, because she's worried about her license with it. But everything's on the go. Everything's on the up and up. And I just want to, when you start reaching out, like Carolyn said, the follow-ups, the work just start to begin. And things are starting to rock and roll for them. We have Daryl and Wendy helping with calls, and we're just going to start doing calls every day. I think it's going to explode. We're down in St. George. This lady that she talked to last night's up in Idaho, but we're going to just start going everywhere. And she is on fire, but she's been putting a fire under my butt because she says this company has the products that's there, and we have everything in place to do what we need to do and to get going. So I just wanted to bring that out, that if we just post every day, I don't do 30 a day because I'm like, wow, but I have done 30 a day posts just to send, well, not post, but send out to 30 new people on Instagram or Facebook, to people I don't know. I mean, literally send out a little script, and then she sends a script to follow up with the script. She got into Legacy Maker's website, and we have the scripts, and she's using the script.
Oh, you're muted. Sorry, I muted the wrong person. Okay, you're muted, Kenyon. Okay, let me.
Sorry, I'm back.
It was my fault. I was muting somebody and I mute you. Sorry.
So we have the scripts. Use the scripts. There's the follow-up of the scripts. But the scripts are there to use. But we can tweak it to each person. Read when you're going on Instagram, Facebook, the new people. Look at their profile a little bit before you say something, because you can tweak it a little bit to what they want to hear. It's just like what AI does for us. We could tweak this. It'll put a message out there for the people in AI. So it's just a kind of a segue of what you're going to be talking about going into social media and everything else, because I think that is one of the most powerful tools that we have. So that's all I have to say. Thanks, George,
Oh, you're
Adrian.
welcome. and Kenyon, when he said about AI, actually with the now side AI, you can analyze every person that has any social media account, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Facebook. You can actually take a picture, and I don't know if I'm going to do today because I'll take a little longer, but you can analyze everything about a person, even how to approach them, what to send them, and everything.
And
What are the fears, what are the things that attract them, everything. I may touch a little on that, but before,
Chat GPT will do that also.
yes,
All that stuff. So
yes.
yeah.
Well, the advantage to do it outside that's specific done for network marketing, and that's an advantage that you have. But anyway, let's go back really quick. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. All right. I want to make sure because I noticed I was in the call yesterday from the AI, and also I've been in different calls and tend to be a confusion on what is what. There are two different systems that we have. We have the three app, and it's the one on the left side, and we have the three AI that in the bottom say powered by now side. The three app, you have two versions. You have the free version, and you have the $9.95 a month or $90 a year. That's on the left side. And on the right side, we have the one that has the now side there. There's no a free version. There's a 30-day trial, and you can choose between the $9 a month or like $19 a month. And the reason I want to make sure is because yesterday people were there were a couple of questions, and I said to 2 or 3 Thursdays ago saying which one is they were talking about uh, they were talking about part of the app, and say is the free version or the pay version. There's no free version on the 3AI now site. They have two versions. It's the 30 days for free, and then after 30 days, $9 a month or $19 a month. Now, why is so important to have the pay version? By the way, you don't have to have the $19 in the now side. If you are going to just work on social media, posting, etc., you don't need the $19. $19 for advanced users. These are users that are going to be creating
He's the one that
forums,
was,
websites.
in charge
Hold on a
of
second. Make sure
hitting
you
them
are
up,
muted.
you know.
Okay. All right. And make sure you're muted. But anyway, the version on the right again is the when you are posting in social media, etc. And the $19 is for advanced users that are going to be moving lists there. They create emails. They create. It's a much more advanced feature. But for 99% of the people, and I'm serious, no, is the one on the left side, $9 a month. On the case of the app on the left side, the basics of sending links to people, etc., is in the free version. In most cases, you can get away with that. But if you want to upload your own videos or connect to our team, and we are going to show how to connect with our team, and also see the tools that we have uploaded. Then it's in that $9, and it's more advanced too because you can do other things like again uploading your videos, creating presentations with the desktop form, and it's creating lists. That is a new thing that they had last week, and they are adding. No, I don't know if this week or 2 days they're supposed to give me access to one of the new features that they want me to test, but probably it's going to be out in 2 weeks or next week. I hope so. But again, that's the difference. The three app is free for the basic stuff, but if you want to advance stuff like uploading videos, sharing with your team is the $9.95 a month, and the same on the right side. For most people, is the $9.95 a month. Just people that are nerds like me need the $19 or want the $19. I don't know if I even need it. But anyway, any questions? Because I want to make sure that it's clear because I see there is confusion. Oh, by the way, and the three app. Well, actually, let me go to the next one. Okay. All right. And let me close here. Okay. With AI now side, the AI is where you are posting in social media. When somebody like or comment, you have a script, and this is an example script, but we have tons of scripts on our website, and then you send information from your three app. Then people are that you are gonna track when the person open it or not. That you see it here, you see it in action. First, you are posting on social media. If you're in social media, you're posting in social media with the now site. This is the AI. And then when a person like or comment, then you connect with the script, and then you send the information. This is an example script, by the way, but this is just the process. The three app, you are using it to send info. That could be through when you get responses from the AI on social media, or just when you call people. Here's another one. Messaging or calling people. You have a script, and again, we have many scripts. This is just an example, and then you send the information from your three app. This here you are not using AI, because the AI you are using it is for posted on social media to be visible on social media. Any questions? I want to make sure that we are super clear there. And when I mean super clear, super clear. Okay, all right. Now, one of the advantages of having the social media app, the Now site, is that you can be consistent posting every day, and then you every time you get likes or comments, you're connecting with a person. I noticed that many people are not. I follow a few people, a few of you that I saw that you are posting on social media, and I know when it's through Now site, and the reason is because I get my we are friends in Facebook, for example, or I see you on Instagram. It's not like I'm stalking you and I say, okay, let me see what Caroline is doing. Let me see what Lynn is doing. I want to make sure that she's posting. No, I don't do that. It's just that happened to come through my feed or in Instagram or on Facebook. And I noticed that many times there are likes, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 likes even, and comments, but I don't think they are connecting to those comments. I don't think they are connecting to those likes. You have to make sure you are connecting, because then you use the next step and it's sending the information from the app. Any questions, any comments? Okay. And something else that I said every time I said, but I keep repeating it because I repeat it to myself too. Every time something new is added into the app or into the AI site, you make sure you apply it, because then you forget. And it happened to me because last week they had an onboarding system for the company on the AI. And I said, oh, that's nice. And then yesterday morning I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it. Why? Because I didn't do it right away. I forgot. I'm glad they repeated yesterday in the train 11 o'clock, and they said, oh, now I know where the onboarding is. In a second, probably I'm going to go into that. But let me go first let's go to the AI. That's simple first. Actually, I'm going to go with my phone because I know a lot of you do access to your phone. Let me first find my app here in my phone before I go. Okay. All right. Share. And share my screen here. Let me share my phone now. Okay, perfect. Okay, here in my app. This is the app. Remember, Now site is the AI. This is the app. Remember, this is the app where you are going to send information to people when they like or comment on your post, or when you are talking to people and you send the information. Is sometimes people get confused. That means that it's only for AI. No, this is every time you talk to somebody. Let me send you information right now, and then you have here the different things that you want to share. Now, something that is important. Many times there are some videos or some things that we upload that are not part of the app, and this is what I say my tools. By the way, and everybody the order is different. But let's suppose that the welcome letter is an example. Here's the welcome letter that we want to send to the new people. You don't have it in the app normally, because this is part of our team. And you say, well, how do I get in our team? First of all, at the bottom, you see here where it says my business. When you click there, the first one say team access code open. By the way, I'm not going to suggest to put the color a little darker, because sometimes for some people it's hard to read it, including me. Okay. And here you see it say join team, and my team. My team is our team, and this is the code 777. Now, what you do is to join our team, just enter 777 here. And then you are going to have access to anything that we upload. Okay. Again, it's very simple. Let me go. This is where you get here. When you open the app, you click on business down here. Then the first one is the team code. You click on open. And then where it says join team, just write down the 7777. 4 sevens. 4 times lucky. Okay, you see? Any questions? Because I want to make sure that we see that. It's very simple. And then what happens, you are going to have access to everything that we upload. And you can put it as a favorite. For example, the letter, okay, here's the letter that you send to new people. I don't have it as a favorite, but if you want to have it as a favorite, just click here. Actually, I have to have it as a favorite. Add it to my favorites, and then when you refresh next time, you see it's right there. I didn't have to refresh, huh? I came up here. You know where it is right away. This is anytime you are using something. For example, here we have a business presentation. You see, that business presentation doesn't come into the in the presentations here. We add it because there are no business presentations here. You just go see it all, and you see here is the business presentation. I have it as a favorite. It's why it's there. But you see, it's so cool. Everything that you add. Again, this is when you are part of the team, and this is in the pay version, the $9. Now, something I was going to say and for people that have been in network marketing for a while, you know that in the past, and this was to not too many years ago, we were buying DVDs, we were buying videos, brochures, etc. We were spending thousands of dollars on that every year and those tools. Today, the cost of the tools, for example, the $9 a month here is replacing so many tools that we would be buying in the past. Here is $90 a month, but here you had the videos. We were buying DVDs. We were shipping DVDs. That was a cost on top of that. I mean, the cost to do business, $90 a month, and you can deduct it from your taxes. Remember, this is tax deductible. This is a business tool. Very important to remember. Very important business tool. Now, to share is very simple. And again, I'm going to do something simple, and you have seen this many times, but I want to, repetition is the mother of all, let's see, collagen. You want to send information at collagen. When you click in collagen, and this is in the free version, all this information, everything that's here with a section of my tools is on the free version. Okay. But anyway, again, let's go collagen. Starting collagen, let's do the collagen. And I want to send a video with Dr. Dan. I click here, and then you want to share. You share on social media. This is when somebody responds in social media. And then you share in social media, or when you send a contact, and contact is very simple, it's the easiest one. You just find your contacts. Let's talk about, oh, I have to connect with this guy, but I'm not going to disclose it because some of you probably know him. Anyway, let's see. All right, let's put any name. Oh, I'm going to put my friend Alex. I always put him. He would say, could you keep me putting me there? You see, it's there. And by the way, I have it in a list. It's why I say on my left side personals, okay? But anyway, I click on him, and then I look at his phone number. I click on his phone number, and then I send a message. And then I click next. Okay, let's send a message. Hey, this is the video I told you about. I repeat it. I know some of you say, I do all the time. You're repeating it, but I'm going to add one more thing in a second. Told you. And then when you click next, there is a message, and then you send it. Click. I'm not going to send it because he probably say again. And then you are going to receive a notification. Now, look at something else that appeared here. This is his name again. Let me go from the beginning here. Click on Alex. And look here. I have his email address. I also can send on social media. That means that you can send it either way, or you can send it several ways. But usually, if you are talking to somebody, you'll tell the person, I'm going to send you an email, or I'm going to send you a text, or I send it on a social media. Or you send a trackable link. In other words, you copy the link and you say it any way you want. You can send it on a text, you can send it on an email, or you can send it by social media. And this is important. When you are in the name of somebody that you're looking for, you're always going to have a copy of a trackable link that you can be notified anytime, and you can send this anyway. Again, social media, okay, come on, the news, social media, etc. But it's really cool, okay? And then I'm going to click cancel. Oh, by the way, this is something else important. I know some people, for some reason, sometimes they have a hard time downloading all the contacts. Here, there are 1, 2, and 3 icons. You see, the one in the middle is the one that I use to update all contacts, and then import all contacts. Now, if for some reason still is not importing, make sure you delete the app because when it was updated like 2 or 3 weeks ago, a lot of people were having problems with that. And then you upload it again, and the app, and then again you go to contacts. And by the way, let me go how you go to contacts anyway. You see when you click here, this is at the bottom here. I click on those 3 dots. You click in contacts, okay? And then you click on that center bottom arrow in the box. That's downloading. And then you import all your contacts. If for some reason it's still not working, I notice that some people get frozen and they don't do anything. Add it manually for now. Just click here on the plus sign. Okay, let me go back. You see that plus sign here? Just add it anyway. Instead of being frozen, say the thing is not working, add it manually. Don't get frozen. This is so simple. Just add the contact again, and for some reason duplicate it eventually, just erase one of them. That's simple. Yeah, because I noticed some people get frozen. Oh, this doesn't work, and they don't do anything because it's not adding automatic. You can add it manually here. If for some reason it's not adding it, because it could happen. It could happen even after you update everything. Okay, let me go here. Okay, now this is any questions about this, because I just went through something super basic, but before anybody, any questions? I want to make sure that anybody has a question here, because I don't want to freeze and say, I know uploading the content, just add it manually. It doesn't add it for some reason, but make sure you are using the app. As soon as you get off the phone, find a way to use the app with somebody. Remember, 3 contacts a day, 3 contacts a day, and just talk to somebody, or somebody click like in your Facebook, just copy the link and send it to them. It's simple. We make sure simplicity. See, many years ago, you heard me before, something say simplicity is the last sophistication. That was said by Leonardo da Vinci. It's telling me about my exercise, etc. Holy cow, I had to make sure I put my thing in. Okay, this is the app, the 3 app with the one that you are sending information, okay? All right, let me get out and go to the now side now. You see now side is the one here. When you click on the now side, that's the one that you send messages. And there always is a message, for example, when you hear, oh, by the way, before I keep going, you see the face of Dr. Dan? When you click on that one, it's coming. All right. There is content now, a lot of content. There's anything that you want to share, a brochure about Revive, there are tons of videos there that you can share about Revive. There are tons about kinetic. Oh, come on. Tons about kinetic, tons about everything here. That's so cool. Okay, it took me away. You see content on top, content. And and then look at the last one, the last 2, 3 training, You want to see the trainings that I have done on Thursday, they are there. Make sure you go back in case you something that don't understand, again, content. And then there's something new called onboarding links. And this is it send you to the office, the tree wall, all the links that we need. You see, it's so cool. This is in content. Now, on the left side, it say onboarding. This is new too. When you click on onboarding, then welcome to the tree onboarding, zero complete. But anyway, you click there, and then it's the welcome to tree. They tell you about set up the office. This is not our onboarding. This is the company onboarding. And then after you do this, you click done, and then you go to next, and then what's next, and then to learn to the wall, etc. And they are the same links that you saw in the other one, but here you are going step by step. And again, where do you find that? Going back, just click on Dr. Dan face. And when you click on Dr. Dan face, you're going to see three. The chat, that's when you chat with Dr. Dan. Content, what is here, all the different tools that they have updated there, including the 3A training and onboarding links. But you want to go through the onboarding of the company, you click here, and it tells you every time you complete this step. Very simple. Very cool. Okay. All
George, I
right.
have a question, just a simple question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Should we go ahead and delete shout?
Yeah,
Just-
yeah, because we are not going to be updating anymore in Shout. Everything is
Right.
going to be on our website, Facebook, and then of course everything that is in the apps. We are working in a big project we are going to try to make it even simpler right now, but it's going to take a couple of months to get into that project. But yeah, I would not use because we are not using it right now.
Perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell everybody in my team because they were asking me that. Yeah, so out with shout. Thank you.
Yes. That's right. Yeah, because everything we are making going to make it way simpler, but everything that you need right now is on the Facebook page that we have in the link. When you go there, every link that was before is there, all the calls that we had, etc. And even more because we are organizing the new groups. They have so many cool things that you can add. But anyway, that's yes. Thank you for asking. All right, let me go again. Let me go again into my phone. All right, let me first do not disturb. I just put the don't disturb because so many calls are coming in. Now I'm gonna go into the app again. All right. Okay. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna go into now side. I was in now side. Now every day when it say grow my social presence, you click there and then you can have surprise me a box or you can give instructions. I like to do something more personalized. For example, I can say I was instructions. I was down or discouraged and then when I was hiking, this is I just explaining to the app, hey, I was discouraged, wait, discouraged, yeah. And then when you don't have to spell it right or to speak English very well. And then when I was hiking in the middle of nowhere, I saw this rock. You see, I just explained what happened with a message. Now, see, I saying I saw this rock with a message. And by the way, this is true. You probably discouraged I spell it wrong, but that doesn't matter. I click done, generate, because the AI is smart enough to know, hey, George is not from here. Ever been hiking in the middle of nowhere, feeling totally discouraged, and then bam, a rock hits you with a message. Sometimes the universe whispers when you're less, and that, okay, unlock the pic. Oh, you know what happened? I did it wrong because I didn't say something. Okay, all right. Let me say what happened. I have the message, and then you see where they say caption my image. You see on top, caption my image here because it's going to caption the picture that I'm going to choose, this one. Tac. I forgot to add the picture. You see, you don't have to be an expert. I had the picture, and then again, I say the same thing. I was discouraged hiking. Discouraged again, I spelled it wrong. Okay, discouraged hiking. And in the middle of the trail, I saw this rock. Oops. So you see, I'm misspelling everything. This rock with a message. All right. Because I'm using my pictures. Why I did that? You see, picture. I just say that. I was playing. It's like talking to a friend. Hey, you know, I was discouraged hiking and in the middle of the trail, I saw this rock with a message. I just telling, I click done, generate. Let's see what it says. Feeling discouraged on my hike today, but then I stumbled upon this little rock. That don't doubt your worth. You see, I didn't tell what it says in the rock. That's what it says there. Don't doubt your worth. This blue rock. I didn't tell what it was there. I said it was a message. Sometimes the universe throws just what you need to see. Keep believing in yourself, and let's tackle those trails of like one step at a time. That's so cool. It read my picture. And then you can post anything. I mean, I just, okay, hold on a second. Let me post it in Instagram because I like Instagram because you can put music. I just click on the Instagram top, you see the code. You have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X. If you will have a video, you're captioning a video. Also, you're going to have YouTube and TikTok. But anyway, I'm going to post. You see, click post here, post. You are all set. You see, because say you are all set, that doesn't mean that I posted. Say we have copy post text to the clipboard and download the image for you. I click post now. There is Instagram. There are several places where you can add it. You can click on the plus sign down there, or you can click on top. I'm going to click on the plus sign. Let me tell you why. Okay, here I click next. There is my rock. Then here said music. I'm going to put music. I don't know. Sounds of silence. I don't know why I thought about that. Sound of silence. Oh, there it is. You see? I'm going to post it there. Oh, I love that. Then I click next again. Then you see here where you say add caption. I'm going to add the caption. You see the one that gave me? I click OK. I click share. And then it's going to be there in a second, but it's going to be there. There. Oops, sorry. I don't know. Oh. Okay, but anyways, it's going to be there. Oh, there's a drink. Okay, all right. Well, it's there. Oh, there it is. You see? That's cool with the music and everything. When people comment or like it or something like that, guess what? I'm going to connect, go to my app, 3 app, and send a message from here. All right. Okay, I'm going to get out of here because that's what I wanted to tell today. Let's stop the share and let me see the questions.
George,
Yes.
can I add something?
Yes, go ahead.
The app, when you told me that, when you told us that if we cannot access the team, just delete and reinstall. I did that. And this time when I reinstall, when I log in with 7777, it say it go to the team and then didn't do anything. I log and then this is already in, but I didn't see anything inside like before.
Yeah, you're supposed to see how can. Okay, let me go back. By the way, Frank, the welcome letter is not on the AI. It's on the app. Remember, you are sending stuff is with your app, not with AI. The AI is to post stuff on the internet. Okay, but anyway, let me go really quick. Share my again here. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay. If you have to have the paid version, by the way, to do what I told you. Something like this is going to appear, say my tools. And then, for example, Frank, here you see is where we have the welcome letter. You click on the welcome letter and then you send it to somebody, share. But anyway, you have to make sure you have the paid version, and then it's something like this. It's going to appear that say my tools. And then everything that we have is going to be here. But you have to refresh it. This is the way that you refresh it. I pull down and it's refreshing. Tack, and I just refresh. And again, Frank, in your case, this is here where we have the welcome app. It's not in the now side. Remember, the app, this app is to send information. The now side is to post on different places. Here's where you send information to anybody that respond or like your information. Or when you want to send the welcome letter to your team, then you click here. And this is the welcome letter, by the way. You want to see what it looked like? Oh, but anyway, and then you can share. You can share many ways. One of them, you just can this is a non-trackable copy, by the way, because you are not in anybody's contact. When you are in somebody's contact, it's going to say trackable link. But anyway, you can copy that and send it to the person. Okay. Oh, sorry. Anybody? I want to make sure that it's very, and again, what you do as soon as you get off the phone right now, send a message, then post something from outside right now. And by the way, you are not going to break the system, because some people say, what if I press the wrong button and something exploded? Well, nothing is going to explode. But make sure you post. Even if you made a mistake, that's the way that we learn. When I started in martial arts, they knocked me down. A guy that I'm 6'1", the guy was like 5'7", and he knocked me down. I remember people say that you see lights, stars. I saw little lights everywhere when I was knocked down. And then when I woke up on my eyes, was my sensei, my instructor, was looking at me and he said, "Did you learn something, big guy?" I didn't run away after that with a headache, probably. I don't remember if I had a headache, and never come back to the gym again. On the contrary, I learned my lesson. Even I did I made a mistake. And by the way, I made a mistake. I became too aggressive and I was brand new. I thought because the guy was shorter than me, I could eat him for breakfast. Nope. I was an appetizer for him. Knocked me down. And I didn't even see it coming. I didn't even see what he did. I knew what he did because I found out from other people. Say, "Whoa, you fall like a banana." I say, "What do you mean?" Like, yeah, like a banana peel. I say, "What do you mean banana peel?" I don't know what they meant. But anyway, Caroline, you have a question.
Yeah, so this past week we were trying to on the app, and I think we've had this problem before with other people, was importing names. Um, it's weird, but only maybe like a quarter of my names have been imported, even though I downloaded a new app and we refreshed it, and Adrian and I both were having a problem with it.
Yes, and I just said before when it started, don't, if for some reason it's not working, don't make you that stop it. Add it manually again, whatever you're looking for. Because for some reason it's not, but at one point it's gonna unstock. But make sure, and let me go again, make sure you do what I'm gonna show you again. Okay, let me go to the app.
Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, that's okay. All right. Make sure you go to the app again. I'm gonna go to the app. Yeah, I want to repeat this as many times as we can. Imagine it's like if I'm sitting in front of you and I'm doing this. Okay, you click on the app. All right, and then at the bottom, you see where you say more, you look for contacts. You click on contacts, and then here on the top there are three icons. The one in the middle, you click on here and it's going to ask you select, import all contacts or select some contacts and just click here. If for some reason there's a contact that you cannot find, add it manually, even if you know that's on the phone here, because it's going to sometimes unstock the whole thing and it's not going to double your contacts. It's not going to, that doesn't mean that you're going to have the same contact twice. But if that happens, just erase one. But just add the contact here and say, oh, it's an extra step. But make sure you do it because, like I said, I know several people that as soon as because it was not the contact imported, they stop and they don't send the message. No, just send it anyway. Let's do it anyway. It's like, again, going back to martial arts. I was knocked down, but the next day I was back in the gym.
Okay, so
I
so
definitely knocked down.
so real quick, so that means I might have, say, 1,000 or 2,000 contacts and only
Right.
400 come in. I mean, I have to import 1,600 more?
No, when you are looking for a contact, let's suppose that you're looking for Peter Pan and it's not there, just add that Peter Pan manually because you're not going to send a contact to the 1,600 messages. You are going to look for a specific contact. And then you add it here, Peter Pan, and then you say Peter
Yeah,
Pan. And then you add the name again. If for some reason double, I'm gonna get out of here. For those, but it's better because you are not gonna wait for the company to say, "Can you fix that?" And then I start sending content. No, just add it add it manually if that happens. But again, look at the middle button. This one, you see? You click there, all contacts. You see? And click. And then that fixed my problem, by the way, because the same with me. I couldn't get some of the contacts. Now I have everybody here. I had 3,000 contacts, and now I have all of them there. But at first I didn't. However, when at first I didn't, I added manually because I thought I had to add it manually. But for some reason I was missing this bulb. Oh, what I did, I update the app, and then I click on this little button, the middle button. Again, middle button. Import device, all contacts. And again, for some reason, still doesn't import the contact. You want to send a message, write it down right away because you're not going to send 1,600 contacts right away. You're choosing for a specific person. Okay, that's all right. And that's why you make sure. That's why I very important not to let something stop you and say the company doesn't work. No, it works because maybe you have to add it manually, at least for now. Okay, Kara, you have a question.
Yes. When you win the 30-day challenge, they said the Now site would help you build a website. Where do you find that?
Well, you have to be in the calls on Tuesday, on Thursdays. They announce the winners every 30 days there.
I am a winner, but I
Oh,
don't.
okay. You have
I
to
just
send a message to them when in the call. I don't have the data here, but they were saying you don't find it, send a message to them. If you are a winner, make sure send a. Oh, where do you find it? Okay,
yeah.
now,
Where do you find it?
all right. Yeah, she explained it in the video, by the way. 2 days ago, last week when she announced it, I'm gonna go back to that. For if you are a winner, okay, let me share again. Okay, all right. You go to the app again, to the app, no, to the Now side. Okay, let me go to the Now side. I just did this. Okay, now on the, actually, I don't know how to get it from here. I'm gonna go through my computer because that's the way that she showed it. Okay, I'm gonna go through my computer, Now side. Okay, there's the Now side. Okay, I already deposited. Goodbye. Okay, you see there's a different here menu on the left side. Okay, there's one that is right here where it say websites. I have website, I had the $19, but there's going to be a place here where it say this is going to appear. As soon as this appear, by the way, that means that you have the site to get the website, and then you go back to here. Let me see what it is. Okay, marketing services, and click and get started website and send a message from there. Here, it's going to be a different, something different that's going to be here. Your website, we build your website.
Okay, thank
See
you.
it right here? Yeah. Okay.
Hey, George, I've got a question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
When you're on the app, as you were showing how when somebody's contact doesn't come over, it gives you the first and last name, but it does not have a spot where you can put in a business.
What do you
Have you
mean?
noticed that? Like on your iPhone, you can put you've got contacts and you can put in somebody's business or where you met them or something
Right. I know.
as a note. It doesn't have that on the app. So what I've
Uh,
done is just put the first and last name on the top line and put the business as a last name.
okay. Let me see
But
because
I've downloaded and deleted the app 6 or 7 times in the last couple of weeks, and I'm kind of like Caroline. It hasn't brought all of mine over.
yeah, I know, but make sure that doesn't stop you. Add
Oh
manually the
no, yeah,
person
no,
because
it didn't stop me. I just
yeah.
noticed it doesn't.
Okay. Let me see what you mean here. Contact. Okay. Yeah, I don't see. I have to check that because I had the whole information because this is the thing. I have all my contacts in the desktop version too, and I add all the notes there. Because if you go to the desktop version, you can add the notes where you meet the person, follow up, etc. But I've never done it here. It's why I'm probably not going to do it right now because I already have 23 minutes over. But you can go to the desktop version, and all the contacts are there. And when you click on contacts, you have a lot of space to write information. This is the desktop version or the app. And remember, we are not in now side. Okay. All right. I have to investigate that because I never done it on the phone when I add this information. Message, call, share content, share events. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, there is something there. Okay. I'm going to go back. Yeah, there's a way to set it up. Let me show you where. Okay. Again, for those of you that had the patience to
Now,
stay
now,
here,
now this is on the app, not the now side.
the app.
Yes.
Yeah, we are not talking about the now side. Okay. I found it. Let me show you. You see, this is Adam Rovers, activity, profile, notes. You write it there.
Yeah.
Hola. Okay. Networker.
Hola.
You see, they have the three. This is the name of the person, activity, profile, notes. Now, what is an activity? Because I don't have any activity, I don't have anything yet. I'm not connected with the person. I have no call or anything like that. If I had call, send and share, etc., would be the activity here. But here's the notes where you can write anything. And you have it to 10,000 words too. And you can update it, by the way. Okay. Let me see, what is an edit? Yeah, an edit also you can add. You see, there's a button here on top. I'm learning with you because I do it. Did you see the edit? You can edit the name and then you can add more information here. You can add their email address, and again, notes and social tags. Social
Okay.
tags.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we found it together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay!
Because when you first put it in, it doesn't give you that option. But when I click on somebody that's already in there, then that comes up.
Yeah, but none of this I have it. I have it. I've been adding to my site, but you see, I have not connect with them. I have the notes, or I can edit here. And then all the information is there. Cool. I just learned something new. Together. Yeah, because I always do it on my phone. All right. Stop sharing. Okay. And okay, anybody wants to add something else before we go? I know we keep you longer. It seems that every time we do this, we go longer because we have the questions, but it's so important that it's clear to you because it's a powerful tool. It's the today you cannot buy a DVD in a store to send to somebody mail. No, you have to send a link to them. And what a better place to send it than from here. And when you are posting the same thing, you are posting from your app. I mean, it's an incredible tool. And make sure, even if, first of all, I heard people saying, I'm not good in technology. Erase that. Don't say that to yourself because guess what? I'm not good at blank. You are reinforcing something that you really are not. You are not the person that you're telling. We are what we think we are. And this is so important. When we repeat something consistently, this is very simple. We are not telling you to build a computer or to do a coding for something. It's just something that years ago, go back when the emails came up, a lot of people, I remember training people for half an hour how to send an email. And it's today people, the first time Facebook, was in colleges are the ones that started. Now they're great grandmoms on Facebook. Everything's a question of doing it and practice. Caroline, go ahead.
Yeah, so just to share with you, so what I did was I re-entered the girl in my phone, not the app yet. Okay, I deleted her old one on my phone, and then it imported.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. I wonder if there is a setting, because that's something that I don't know, but I wonder if we have a setting on the phone that is avoiding some contacts to be imported. Because sometimes we have, sometimes no, we have many settings that we can do on our contact list. And sometimes by accident or was when we got the phone, had some kind of setting that is avoiding that.
Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is I re-entered her again, like I did yesterday, right? But I redid it today and then it connected.
Yeah, the reason I'm talking about the setting is because that setting, when you create a new phone, that setting is not affecting that contact. These are settings. And we can go in a whole training on iPhone, and that would take years, and I'm not going to do it. But way to erase settings, to change settings, etc., because that could be something that's blocking too. On the iPhone, I don't know the Android. Somebody asked me about Android. Is another language to me because I never had an Android.
I just checked Chat GPT, and there are settings on iPhones.
Yeah, there are.
For
There are
sharing.
tons of settings. You can go, if you want to know a lot about your phone, go to an Apple store and say you want to set up an appointment with one of the genius, that's the weather trainers, and for 1 hour, you sit down with them and you're going to learn everything about or your computer or your iPad or your iPhone. It's the best way to learn. That's the way that I learned when I got my first iPhone and my first computer. I did it through one of those genius. Now,
My mother does that every month. She got a new iPhone 16 and every month she sets up an appointment and every month she's learning something new.
yes.
She feels like she went back to school, but it's like for the iPhone.
Yeah, I did it for the first time with my iPhone because when I got my first iPhone, I wanted to make sure I could use the base. It was not even, maybe I went twice. But that was it. That was enough. And the same I did with when I bought my first iMac because I was coming from a PC. And one day I was there for an hour or maybe 2 hours, and I said, "Oh, this is much better than PC." And I never went back to the store for that. I did it for my iPad one time too. The same thing was new for me. And I went there, and it's only an hour. That's in an hour. I already knew the basics. Go ahead, Carolina.
Yeah.
No, I feel like you did it.
Oh,
Okay, so sorry, question. Okay, so when as far as the contacts go, adding the contacts into the app, sometimes I like have to manually add. even though it's saying it's uploading all the contacts, right? So I think this is like every single one of us is having this same thing. So we might need to talk to JJ about that, George, because I'm trying to do it too. And it's just
Yes.
not like every time we're like I'm going in, I'm following your steps to reload and pull down and then refresh and then make sure that all contacts are downloaded.
Yes.
But I'm still having to manually add people that I know are contacts that are already existing in my phone. So
Correct.
let's you and I maybe just I'll reach out to JJ, maybe you do too, and then
Yes.
we'll see. Because
And that I mentioned that before, by the way. If you don't find the person, add it manually again.
yeah,
That's what we
Yeah.
mentioned before. Meanwhile, we can talk to JJ, but if the challenge is a setting in our iPhone, he cannot do anything.
what would the setting be?
We don't know. It could be any setting that we are blocking our contacts in our iPhone or an Android. Because when
Okay,
you,
I'm gonna call JJ.
yeah, call JJ. Okay.
Okay.
You should
Yeah,
call-
by the way, could be in an Android setting and could be any setting. Could be a setting in individual contacts. It's why we import some and we don't import other ones. It depends when we have. Maybe the older contacts are harder to get in, but the new ones are not because you just added and they are skipping whatever setting is. I mean, there are so many things that can happen. And I say the best way than to wait for a company or from JJ or from anybody to have the answer, add it manually again or re-add. Like Caroline did, re-add the contact and now appear. Make sure, don't let technology stop you. Technology is
No, so they basically this is just the Band-Aid until we get it all fixed.
correct. And I had the feeling that it's a setting in the phones. And if that's that, we had to have a whole training about how to do settings right in iPhone, and then somebody else had to do it for Android because I don't have an Android. Because I had the feeling that has to do with the settings or your phone. And like Craig said, just enter GPT and say the part where it said phone settings for your contacts, import or export contacts, and probably it's going to give you a list. If this doesn't work, go to this one. If this doesn't work, go to this one. If this doesn't work, go to this one. But meanwhile, before you do that, add it manually and then ask, because you are not going to stop working just to go to the Apple support or to GPT to find, or Android support to find out more about it. Okay, I hear Randy, I don't know if it was Randy or Susan Walker, they talked with Apple support about contacts. And this is what they said. Log out of the app and turn off your phone. Log out of your app and turn off your phone. Turn your phone back on and log into the app. You see, first get out of the app, then turn off your phone, but you have to get off. And then it said that all your contacts will now be there. I don't know, you just tested. But you have to get off the app. I would add one more thing. I probably raise the app and I upload the new one. By the way, they did another update in the app last week.
Like refresh the phone, give it a refresh for maybe it's gonna be work. Sometimes it doesn't show right away, but if you wait and give it like time, it's gonna appear.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah, Randy's saying that every time when they couldn't import contacts, every time they do this, what they told them, it's working for them all the time. What kind of phone do you have, iPhone or Android, Randy? Yeah, because they work different. Okay, he has an iPhone. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and George, I've done what Randy said because I'm very technology, you know that.
Yeah.
Deleted it, refreshed it, turned off my phone, did all that. So there is a glitch, and we'll figure it out. But like
Yeah,
you said,
I think it's gonna be
like you're preaching.
Yeah, I think it's going to be in the settings. It's not the app. And let me tell you why in the settings, because when you add the new person again, then the person appear. It has to be something on the settings, something that we touch or came in the settings when we bought the phone.
Just left a voice message and a text message for JJ, and so hopefully he gets back to us shortly. And then when he does, we'll put a notice out or something. Just trying to figure out why we have to keep adding people manually, because there's people I've had on my phone for years, George, that are not showing up, even though it's saying that it's added all contacts. And Craig, I get it. It probably is a setting, but I'm not sure, how to do
Caroline
it.
just give a clue. You see,
She gave a
it
clue.
seems that the older the contacts are on the phone, they don't import. But as soon as she erased that person and put it back, then it was import. It seemed that the older contacts could be in
Wait,
settings
erase
that
the
come from the
person.
older phones.
No,
Yeah, Caroline did
Erase
that.
the contact, you manually added
I
the
didn't do that.
contact.
No,
Yeah.
I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you later.
Yeah, she did is just delete the contact and add it again on her phone, not on the app, on her phone. And then it was imported. I had the feeling.
George,
Uh-oh.
I am not going to do that.
Well, no,
go in
no,
and
you
delete
don't
the
have to do that or
contacts and
not.
re-add
But what
them.
I mean
I'm
is,
going to talk to my developer, JJ. Okay.
okay, just do that. And then again, I had the feeling that if it doesn't work, he's going to say, I have to check with, because I had the feeling if it's an old contact like Caroline had, it's on the setting of your phone.
I'm still going to talk to my developer.
Yeah, just talk to him. I know.
Okay.
I didn't say not to.
All paths are equal. Okay.
It could be maybe that the iPhones are making updates like monthly. Maybe it could be something related to that.
It could be, but meanwhile, well, we wait for the because what Randy was saying, that's when they talk to the people in the app, and whatever JJ said. But while we wait, just do what I told you: add manually and erase the old content, and add that manually, or just add it manually. But don't wait for the company to wait. Okay, I'm gonna wait for customer service to explain how to do it before I start sending text. No, you start sending it today. Don't wait.
We don't wait for anybody. I'm just
That's
saying.
true.
We don't wait for anybody, but I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anything else? I know we've been here way longer than we usually do.